Our pace of living leaves us little time for leisure. Our program will give you a chance to experience the fascinating world of traveling, extreme adventures, hunting and fishing. Each week we will take you to the most beautiful places of Kazakhstan. Mountain bike is a bicycle designed for riding off-road, and the foot of the mountains of Zayili Alatau is a perfect place for riding this kind of bicycle. All the appropriate slopes here were tested by Almaty mountain bikers. In the winter, when everything here is covered with snow, the site is used by skiers and snowboarders who sharpen their skills, making high jumps and practicing their elements among centennial pine trees, developing high speeds on the steep slopes and paths. Mountain bike riding includes several disciplines: cross-country, downhill and trial. Yeroshevich prefers downhill riding. With his friends who share his passion, he is learning to conquer new heights as well as how to ride his bike down the hill slopes.
Downhill
is riding a mountain bike down a mountain slope with high speed. There are some guys who use ordinary bicycles, but it's very dangerous and they are taking risks. We strongly recommend using only specially equipped bicycles designed for this sport. They should have strong brakes, rear shock absorbers for performing the elements on the steep surface with a lot of bumps. The specially designed construction of the mountain bike allows it to successfully overcome off-road sites. It differs significantly from sports bicycles, highway and track bicycles in that the mountain bicycle has a stronger trapeze-like frame. It also has a soft shock-absorbing fork. There is a chainstay. The hub shell is raised to increase the distance between the wheels so that it is at the same level as the hubs. The mountain bike has robust wheels and thick tires with a protuberant and firm protector. Riding a mountain bicycle can be compared to driving a jeep that is capable of going in difficult to access for an ordinary car places, with the difference that you have to produce the horsepower by constantly rolling the pedals. So it cannot be called an ordinary bicycle, as it is heavily equipped and it's quite dangerous to ride it. The internet says that this kind of sport is in 10th place in the top 10 of the most dangerous kinds of sports. So I think mountain bicycle riding requires special training from the rider, and that's why it is not for everyone. No wonder there are very few people who do this sport. It requires specific personal qualities and strong will to take risks. Many doubt there are any benefits for the health of making quick and high jumps. Only experienced mountain bikers can appreciate the flow of adrenaline when they perform extreme jumps and turns, while the muscles of their arms and legs are worked out perfectly, as well as developing the all-consuming passion for adventures that makes the biker addicted to his two-wheeled vehicle. I started doing this sport about 5 years ago, but I seriously went in for mountain bike riding 3 years ago. Now I consider it as my absorbing hobby. In the wintertime, Roman channels his love for extreme activities to snowboarding. He enjoys going snowboarding on dry and light snow surfaces of the local ski resorts. I can say that I'm interested in many kinds of sports: snowboarding, skiing, motorcycle riding, anything that involves speed. I like table tennis and basketball too. When it comes to sports, I'm very versatile in my interests, but the mountain bike is my real passion. Riding down a mountain slope requires remarkable skills from the rider. While trying to keep the balance sitting on the saddle, the rider's hands are extremely strained. When it comes to formal competitions, there is an American and a European downhill methods. The former implies well-prepared smooth ground paths. Along the paths, there should be signposts showing the turning points. The speed of the ride on such tracks may increase up to 80 km an hour, and riders don't have to brake. In the European downhill riding method, the tracks are natural with holes, hummocks, stones and roots of trees. In this method, experienced bikers keep the front part of the bicycle loose, shifting all their weight to the back wheel. On a rainy, wet day, bikers happen to glide on a slippery surface, often falling and getting injuries, but this is their choice.
А насчет того, что я получал травмы, да, конечно же, были травмы.
Talking of injuries, I have had several ones. The most serious injury I have had was one on my left knee. It still hurts after 2 years, so we strongly recommend wearing goggles, otherwise you may become disabled. However dangerous and extreme this sport is, riders don't feel like quitting it. As the famous artist and writer Yeroshevich said, "May you be blessed obstacles. We develop thanks to you." When overcoming difficult routes, bikers achieve mastery, and then, instead of injuries, they enjoy the speed and wind in the face. When we look at Roman, we're convinced that downhill riding makes him not only in a healthy frame of mind, but it also keeps him in a good shape.
Благодаря этому спорту я стал более подтянутым, я уже более привычно отношусь к различным сильным нагрузкам.
Thanks to this sport, I have become more athletic and have got used to a lot of physical exercise. So riding up and down the hill is something usual for me. And of course, I keep myself fit. I'm in good health and I have developed good reactions to obstacles on the road. In order to go down the hill, one has to go up the hill first, which is more time and energy consuming. To make the bike as convenient as possible, various alloys of aluminium, titan, polymers and carbon have been invented. The mass of the bicycle is about 8 to 17 kilograms. The weight of individual speed bicycles may exceed 20 kilograms. So where is the best place for practicing this sport using such equipment? I can't tell you which site is best for downhill riding. They are all good in their own ways. They are Chimbulag, Akbulag, Gornye Solnce, as well as the Medeo, so there are plenty of places for this extreme sport. I often train here when I have some free time. They are all difficult and interesting in their own way. Today we watch Roman ride downhill in these lovely gardens at the foot of Zayili Alatau. The place is lush green and sunny. It's an ideal spot for growing apples, and now it's a favorite place for downhill riders.
Друзей у меня довольно-таки много, которые меня поддерживают в этом виде спорта. То есть у нас
I have quite a lot of friends and they share my passion. We can always find some time we can devote to this sport. We go away from the city to the mountains, where we have fun practicing downhill elements, which we love. Our families, of course, worry about us, but it's our all-consuming passion. Each type of the mountain bike has its own technical characteristic and construction peculiarities, shock absorption, as well as their own size of the wheels, metal alloys, their own frame constructions and their own kind of assembling. In downhill riding, mechanical endurance and the quality of shock absorption serve a great role. The brakes are disc ones or hydraulic, so the rider can stop the bike anytime.
Я каждый год покупаю себе новый велосипед, то есть стараюсь подобрать более лучшую к себе конструкцию для того,
Every year I buy a new bicycle because I want the best model for practicing. I consider my own height and weight when choosing the bike, and I just want to have fun. I love it. When the rider goes down the slope with high speed, he can never expect it to be easy and smooth. Here is what the rider may be thinking about while doing the elements.
Думаю, как бы лучше зайти в поворот, то есть более плавно.
I think about how to fit the turning point at my best. Of course, I always think about safety and try not to make turns where I haven't planned to make them. I concentrate only on this while riding my bike. How is it possible to go around the obstacles that are difficult to overcome on a mountain bike? What rules do they follow when riders try a new slope? They consider every option of riding down the slope.
Просто так наобум ехать нежелательно.
You can't just do the elements spontaneously. I suggest walking up the hill with the bike and study every turn, stone, hole and other things like that on your way down the slope. You should think twice whether it is worth experimenting. Summers in Almaty are not always hot and dry. There may be showers and thunderstorms, and in highlands outside the city, cyclones may bring even snowfalls. Zayili Alatau is the most northern point of the mountain ridges of Tian Shan. The peaks of these mountains here are often covered with clouds, so there are often rainfalls and snowfalls here even in the summer. Therefore, these sites are rich in ditches and gutters, and often boulders rise here and there, and mountain springs flow down the furrows. If a slope is very steep, it is rich in such obstacles, and the common sense wins. If the site looks too dangerous for downhill riding, the riders prefer not to try their luck. There is one more circumstance when it comes to choosing this extreme sport. You can make a lot of friends who will share your interest, and among them there may be experienced riders who will support you with advice. In this case, more experienced riders are responsible for the beginners, as the latter haven't achieved mastery yet and their muscles are not strong enough. They don't have sharp reactions either. That is why the experienced extreme sportsman Yeroshevich recommends that young people go to the gym or climb the mountains that are close to the city.
Ни для кого не секрет, что сейчас молодежь занимается абсолютно не теми делами, которые бы хотелось бы видеть на наших улицах. Хотелось бы, конечно, всех призвать к тому, что надо заниматься спортом.
I would recommend everyone doing any exercise. It can be dancing, football, basketball, riding a bicycle. You will benefit from any of these activities anyway. If you are interested in mountain bike riding, go for it. No matter what you choose, be it downhill, free ride, cross-country or trial, it doesn't matter. Bicycle riding is cool. Our civilization is based on the will. Indeed, it's difficult to imagine life without the wheel, although there are some places in the world, like Lake Titicaca, where tribes of Indians who use only boats as a means of transportation. Life without the wheel is also possible in the Himalayan jungles, where local people carry everything on their backs. Our civilization is based on 4 wheels, but from time to time it is good to change them into a 2-wheeled vehicle. For those who would like to do it in an extreme way, there are the sites at the foot of Zayili Alatau. The only thing they should carry with them are a rucksack and a mountain bicycle. In our town, we have a subculture of mountain bike riders, where there are even female riders, and Raman hopes to find the love of his life in this community who would understand and share his interests. It's quite difficult to find a girlfriend who shares my passion for riding a mountain bike. Well, we wish Raman to find the right girl who is as passionate about this extreme sport as himself.